And welcome back to Life and Style. Today we discuss personal self-development with this incredible panel. Michelle, before we took a break, you wanted to add on to what Julie had said before I come to you, because I can also see you itching.
So building what you were saying, Julie, that effort. So we also have to think about how we talk to our children. So it's not praising them for the end result.
Yes.
It's praising them for, well done, I really liked that you tried hard. So we have to think about the way that we praise children. It's very important because effort's key, not the end result, effort, because there's been lots of research on this, and it says the people who generally do better academically are the ones who've been praised for effort, because if they think it's just about, yes, I am intelligent, it's fixed, then they don't put the effort in. So just building on what you were saying, Julie. Yeah.
And I think just adding on what she's saying, failure is a very important aspect of our growth, because no one grows unless they're met with adversity. Some of the most important inventions that we have were caused maybe by fear of something or by failure in doing something. Failing many times. You know, somebody having been denied job here, but then after looking for it for several times, he decides, what can I do now? Now that these people won't accept me, maybe I'm too intelligent to work for them. Then they start creating something that ends up revolutionizing the world. You see, so failures are plays. And again, I usually believe that a man's success should not be measured by how far they rise in life, but mostly by how far they bounce back every time they fail.
Wow.
Because success is not a destination, it's a process, it's a journey that you go through. So failure is just like a bump. You know, you don't stop your journey because you are met with some steep or hill. You keep moving, just change your gear, move on.
And leading up to what Julie said, where yes, you get everything it is you've been looking for. You rise up to whichever heights you wanted to go, but you're still empty.
Yes, you're still empty.
So why? Why am I empty and I have everything that was on my vision board?
Because I've achieved it, I did my vision board.
Yes. What is it? I'm feeling empty. What is it? Reinhard, why is the emptiness still there?
I think you know, inside every human being is a seed called purpose. And this is something I sing to everybody, because when you get all those things, does it come to the point of the underlying value, which is your purpose in life? Because most people who are happy are not those who have a lot of money, but they are people who are chasing something that they truly believe is their reason to live. And
is in alignment with their values.
Yes,
actually, you've said something there. Something has clicked. Just sorry, go on.
It's okay. So when you find out that, you know, let me give an example of myself.
Please.
You know, you'd wake up every day, get this contract, get this job, it gives you so much money, but then you go back home, you have zeros and so many zeros in your bank account. But then what makes me happy is waking up every day and knowing that somebody has read my book somewhere, or I talked to somebody who was almost giving up. So people want to find happiness and joy on the wrong things. These natural, beautiful things don't make us happy. Actually, the most expensive things cannot be bought with money. Yes. Definitely.
What are those things that cannot
One
be
of
bought
them
with
that
money?
cannot
Each of
be
you
bought.
have to give me 2 things each that cannot be bought with money.
Let us start as you continue.
He's like, let me think.
2.
Or 2.
Yes.
One is total self-acceptance. You know, like, I love me.
Yes.
I am okay with myself.
Yes.
Such that even if I don't have power, the power is out, and I have the other things, you know, I don't have to run to the phone, I don't have to run to the TV. Like, I can sit with myself
And
and not go crazy. Yeah?
Okay.
Because we don't like sitting with ourselves. We like to distract ourselves with something else.
Yeah.
Okay, so Michelle, where are you? Can we have coffee?
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable with me.
Being with
Yes.
So you're good with you.
Yeah, you have to get comfortable with you.
Yeah.
If you're going to make your 2020 better and make your resolutions come true, you got to do the you first.
I like that.
Yeah.
Michelle?
Okay, interesting question.
Yeah.
I think, because as you were talking, what was coming in my mind is, and it's something that when I was doing coaching, my training, they said, whatever you do, make sure that it's good for you, good for others, and good for the greater good.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
You want us to go home again? We tried it before the break.
Is that mic
it's
drop?
not enough already.
So that was what was in my brain that was coming around, and I was just thinking, you know, self-love is so important. And people are often, self-love, that's selfish, how can I do that? But if we look after ourselves, then we have energy to help others. So self-love is just so important that we have that. And then give to others. So it's about paying it forward. So once you've looked after yourself and maybe you've achieved those things that you want, it's always about giving back. So I think that's a really important thing about giving back. So you can feel empty because maybe you've got that car, maybe you've got all those sort of more materialistic things, but you'll be feeling empty because you're not giving. You're not. So I think it's really important, those three things: yourself, others, the greater good. So I think we always need to think about those three things.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, for me, it narrows down to finding two things. Number one, joy in what you're doing. So for me, the biggest thing that should drive somebody is finding joy in whatever
And you can't
you're
buy
doing,
that with
because you
money.
cannot buy joy. The other thing is just being sure that you, first of all, as she says, love yourself. You know, I see many people going to, let me say, dates for young people who are not married. You find somebody going to the date wondering, would this person really like me? You see? So everything you're doing is, will they like you? But the question, the biggest question should be, will I really like this person? It starts from you. Like,
I think that question is you gotta be the one I like. But anyway,
yeah, so finding that priority coming from you first, and of course, don't forget family. There's a lot of joy and pleasure that comes by knowing that there's a support system that you have from the love of family. You can't buy that. So most people focus on material things that they forget that, you know, your mama is in the village there. You need to just spend some time with them, and your sisters, maybe your family, your wife and kids. So most people look towards the material things, and then they forget these people. And once they get those things, they realize one thing: you'll spend 30 years chasing them. Then when you're dying, they will not be with you in your dying deathbed. You see, these people you are ignoring for 30 years will spend with you your last 3 minutes in life.
Yeah, and there's this, I read this article, 5 regrets of people on their deathbed.
Yes.
Not spending time with family and friends, going to the office, doing all these hours. And one of the regrets is not spending time with family and friends.
Amazing. I know you have a lot to add. We won't keep adding. What we'll do is read questions from people on Facebook so that at least we can cover 1 or 2 questions, okay? So I posted on Facebook and I asked people, you know, if you were to have a session with life coaches, what would you want to know or what would you ask them? So I'm seeing a couple of interesting things. So I'll start with this one by Ajos Owade. You ask, how do you ensure consistency in the life you've chosen? Okay, it's like 3 questions. So that will go to you, Reinhard. Then Julie, you'll handle, how do you handle betrayal from close friends? I guess this really has to do a lot with, and then Michelle, you will handle, how do you avoid comfort zones? And when your mentor does the unimaginable, what do you do? So I guess it speaks to betrayal.
Well, for me, consistency narrows down to, I think, 7 things, but I only mention 3 of them. Number 1, know the goal that you are chasing. I usually tell people, don't change the goal. You can change the way to the goal. So once you know the goal, set a target and set a deadline, because most people have goals with no deadlines. In 2020, I want to own this house. I want to do this job, but then you do not have a deadline. In 2020, when? So mostly you'll keep procrastinating. Okay, we still have 3 months to the end of 2020. Let me still keep pushing. So that's very, very important. Then understand that the goal you're pursuing has risks and opportunities. So keep looking at them and understand that when you focus on the risks, inside those risks are great opportunities. So consistency comes down to knowing what you're going after and sticking to what you want. And again, as we said earlier, know that this thing gives you value and peace of mind.
Lovely.
And happiness.
Yeah. Julie, your question, how do you handle betrayal from close friends?
Wow, okay. Betrayal, one, I will always be there. You cannot be the only person people completely accept. So when you do...
So it means you're choosing the wrong people in your life? Like the problem is with you haven't looked inward, or what?
Yes, but also maybe you're judging the other people too harshly.
Oh.
Yeah, because there are times when you'll come and maybe I'm not having a good day, and I just want me, myself, and my space. And if I do that to you, you feel I've rejected you. So, but you need first of all to do the inner work yourself. You do the self-love. You be okay with not being wanted. Yeah?
Wow.
If you become okay with not being accepted all the time, so you become like this, you see like the light and the moth. Yeah, you are there, you are shining, so they are the ones to come. But you're not the one who is going to look out for them. So are you okay? But when you are not okay with yourself, anytime you turn down anything I want to do with you, maybe sometime I want to spend some time with you, I'll have a problem. But if I'm okay, then I have other options.
But look, if you betray me, it's over. I mean, I'm not even having any, there's no light more. It's just done,
Yeah.
I think.
Yes, but if someone, you also, when you do the self-love, you know your boundaries. I'm okay with you doing you, but maybe you also have to understand, maybe I give you too much value than you are. It's like, maybe, what if this was cardboard and I sit on it, it breaks. But for me, I see it's something strong. So whatever it is, when people betray us, they hurt us, they disrespect us, they do all those bad things. It's okay to accept that, that is who they are, but do not expect beyond what you have already seen. So it's up to you to decide whether you are going to keep them in your circle or not, of which myself I wouldn't. But these are my boundaries, but if you betray them, then it's okay, we are good. But because I'm okay with me, I'll be fine at the end of the day. Yes, it will hurt, but you will not live there.
Yeah. Okay. And yours was, if I can find that question. Yes, here we are. So how you avoid, how you step out of your comfort zone, and what to do when your mentor does the unimaginable.
Okay, so how to step out of your comfort zone. Know that if you look back at your life and you think about where change happened, before that happened, it's always messy. It's always, you have to step out of your comfort zone. Do you want to be the same person that you are now, or do you want to change? And as you were saying, you talk a lot about the inner work. We have to do the inner work. We have to put effort in. Nothing is gained in this world without stepping out of our comfort zone. And I think earlier you were saying about resolutions, and we say we go to the gym. A very interesting question is to think about, if I continue the life, if I'm on the same track that I'm on and I continue that when I'm 90 and I'm on my deathbed, how will it be when I look back on my life? Will I look back with regret, or will I look back with joy and happiness? And I think and that's how life coaches work. We pose very powerful questions. So with motivation and things like that, it's thinking about, am I happy? If I was to die now, would I be happy what people said at my funeral? So life coaching is also about bringing in different perspectives. So, and being a mirror to who we work with. And sometimes that's what needed. That, oh, actually, I don't want to continue like this, because when I'm 90, I'm going to, why didn't I take that challenge? Why didn't I step out? And you talked about books. Yes. And this is Brené Brown's Daring Greatly. And what she talks, this is what I'm currently reading. Okay. And she talks about, we need to be vulnerable. We need to step into the arena of life. It is better for us to have scuffed knees and to have, fought, rather than to just sit back and watch. And that is what stepping out of your comfort zone is. It's about living your life, and it's about leading your life greatly, daring greatly. So that's what she talks about.
Love it, love it.
Just connecting to what she's saying, we realize that heroes are not celebrated for sitting down and doing nothing.
And you've written that book?
Yeah, Unleashing the Hero Within.
Unleashing the Hero Within, okay, yes.
So you're celebrated as a hero because you fought something and battled it through. So heroism doesn't come from just sitting in your comfort zone and expecting things to come, because I find this a lot with the young people. Yes. They say, let what come may. So I won't do anything anyway. If it is written for me, it will find me. And I find that so weird.
And you saying that, it just reminds me of Elliot. He failed
Yes.
his first
Yes.
time. I mean,
Yes.
not it's a failure to him,
Kipchoge.
it's not failure to us.
Yes.
But in his attempt
Yes.
to be the fastest man,
Yes.
his
Yes.
first attempt didn't
Yes,
work, so he
failed.
tried.
He kept trying.
And also what comes to mind is the pyramid, you know, if you think about, or the iceberg.
Yes,
Yes.
So if you think about the iceberg, you've got the water here and the top, and you see this successful
Yes,
person,
yes.
and you think, I want to be like that.
Yeah.
But what's underneath it? The hard work, the
Yeah.
failure, the staying
The
up
betrayal.
late at night, the betrayal that strengthened you. You know, so we have to, and with children, we were talking about children,
Yeah.
I need to understand that we have to work hard. It's not just, wow, this guy's got everything, blah, 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 but
Yeah.
what
was
is the
under-
work
The
that
work,
requires
the
underneath?
hero.
the
Usain
work.
Bolt, for example,
Through
Spent-
sports.
So sporty.
Yeah.
he spent over 15 years training. Then he's run, this is a research of 2007.
Okay.
He ran for 115 seconds and made 115 million. So look, people only look at the Usain Bolt, the hero, but do not look at the 15 years
The
of his
15,
failure.
yes.
Yeah, so underneath that
Yes,
iceberg,
underneath.
underneath the water.
Love
Yes,
it.
yes.
Okay, there's a question here. Gosh, we could really dig into this. But let's make our Facebook people happy. Okay, if they're women, they're married, ask them about their support system. We talked about support system at home. I would ask them how to make your husband support your vision.
That one is it? How to? Okay. Actually, you say that. That's my question. I was working with a client recently, and one of the things, the suggestions that when we were talking about dream board, she was like, "I'm going to do it with my husband." So you can do a dream board together.
Wow.
So share.
So it's not about him supporting me, it's let's do
Us.
this.
Well, we
Doing
also
it
have
together.
goals. We have individual
Yeah.
goals, but we have family goals.
Yeah.
So why not do a vision board together?
Wow.
A great way to talk, a great date, hey?
Totally.
To talk and to really understand.
Have a conversation.
Have a conversation, because we're all so busy, aren't we, doing this, that and the other.
Yeah.
So, you know, date nights, let's sit down, let's do a vision board, let's think about what do we want as a
Yeah.
family, what are our goals.
I love it.
So that collective working.
Do it together. Do it together, that's the advice. Jules, what do you do when angry? I think maybe this person has an anger problem that hinders them from developing themselves.
Yeah. Yes, anger. Anger is just something telling you that your boundaries have been violated and you hold them so close to you. Maybe you need to loosen up a bit. Yeah, I can see you.
What do you mean you can see me?
Did you post this question together?
I know you, Catherine. I can see you. You see,
Yeah.
when other people annoy us, why do we get annoyed? The question is, why did you get angry? I had another lady from our church, and the church, they said this about the uniform, so now they're not in the choir anymore and all that. And it was about the body shape and all that. Fine, there's nothing, you can't change it. This is a purple seat. I call it purple, it doesn't change.
Yeah.
Even if I say it's green, doesn't change.
Yeah.
So why did you really get angry? Yeah? Or it's because they call themselves Christians and they are disrespecting us. So you are getting angry on behalf of God. So you need to dig deeper. You need to dig deeper on why you are getting angry.
Yeah.
Like, I never used to be like this. I've come from far.
Okay, that's why I directed the question to you.
I used to get angry until I'm shaking.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it was up to me to realize, okay, this is not working. Even if you have annoyed me, I'm not okay. Yeah, it's not this is not the normal thing. So I had to go and do the inner work, as I'm saying, and realize it's me. I love structure. You know, like I know by the time by Thursday I know what I'm doing over the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like this. So if Michelle comes in and she's not like so, and if you're so close to me, so you will know each other, then it used to piss me off.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just whatever annoys me was my need for control. So why do I need to control? Yeah. So why do I feel so scared if things are not in control?
So you're saying this person should do that, find out
you
what
need to
triggers
find
the
out
anger.
the reasons behind and beneath There are so many layers that you have to work on, yeah? But also it's every time it happens, hold yourself accountable to your anger, not the other person.
True.
Yeah, just
It's
hold
you.
yourself you. Yeah, I got
it.
angry. They did not make me angry. I got angry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I know we are really going fast through this because of tiny things, but they are accessible and you'll get to know how. So you'll get to find them in their own spaces and just get to ask all of these questions as you should or as you want to. Reinhard, ingredients to access, what are the ingredients to access my full potential and awaken the giant in me? That's a book title.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's like I almost stood up.
It's fine. Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Number one, understand that the world is here for the taking. And people are competing for nothing. This space is enough for all of us.
Yeah.
So first of all, know what one thing that you would die chasing. If you know that this is what I would die chasing, go for it. You know, Martin Luther said something I love so much, that if you've not found something worth dying for, you're not worth living.
Yeah.
So number one, get to know this is what I will live the rest of my life chasing.
Right.
And then make sure, as we said, it makes you happy. Then number two, believe in one person, you. Because, you know, many people want to make their dreams a democracy.
Yeah.
Boy, you got
Do you think this can work? Do you think this can? If everybody would ask that question, trust me, Facebook wouldn't be here. Uber wouldn't be here.
Right.
Because everybody would always tell you every reason why whatever you want to chase can't happen. But it only takes you who got the dream, understand that that dream is within you, not in them. So if you go asking, you democratizing your dream, can it work, my people?
Yeah.
Stop becoming a politician with your dream.
With your dream.
Go ahead and believe in it. And I usually ask the first question whenever you tell me I have this dream. I ask you, have you written it down? Because it's easy to have dreams. It's easy to have all those, I want to unleash this hero. It's easy. But then if you can't write it down, then you don't believe in it enough.
Yeah.
Because I believe in writing down that which you believe in. Because every time you want to go down, it reminds you, you know what? There's something here you have to pursue.
Yeah.
So it must be something greater than yourself.
Right.
Most people are demotivated because they're chasing things which are lesser than themselves. So every time you find your emotion and your motivation going down, it simply means you're chasing something that is not greater than yourself. Yes.
Or something not true.
Yeah.
Not true to you.
Yes.
You know, most people do it because it's trending.
Yes.
You know, this type of style trends, so let me just do it. But does it really click to you? So when I was starting my journey as an author, I was told actually by people who are personal to me that Africans don't read. So why are you writing? The problem was they were looking at Africans and I was looking at the whole world. Lift up your eyes and see to the left, to the right, east, west, whichever place you will see, I will give you.
Yes.
So me, I was not looking at Africa as for my readership. I was right, and when I wrote the first book, when I wrote the first book, you know, I love a story of two people who were sent to an island to go and sell shoes. And then the first person, when they arrived there, these people are not using shoes. And so one went back home and said, you know what, manager, I can't sell shoes there because those people don't use shoes. The other guy went back and said, just give me a little more time to make these people understand the value of shoes, then I will make the sale. And before they realized, he made sales. So I said to myself, I will write. My first book didn't do well. I will write again. I will write because I'm not writing for the money. I'm writing for the purpose. It makes me happy. So once you find that thing, wake up for it every day and don't democratize this.
I love it.
Yeah,
Michelle, you also write for HNS. Tell us about that work.
So I write articles for parents, and then I also write articles for adults on well-being.
Okay.
So previous articles have included about gratitude, about, and they're short articles because we're all busy. So it's just something quick. So I wrote an article about the importance of connecting with nature and literally just go outside, take 5-10 minutes and just start with what you can see. Start and then what you can hear, what you can feel, And just doing that, that gives you a lovely boost. So it's just very practical strategies. So how can we do this personal transformation, this well-being when we're so busy?
Yeah, and where can people access those articles?
So it's on H&S magazine. It's an online magazine. So H&S digital magazine.
H&S, so you Google H and the symbol.
Yes, and the symbol
Yes.
S digital magazine. So it's online every week, and there's lots of different articles. And in January, we're going to be doing some video.
Oh, nice.
Because it's just accessible. So if people are watching on their phone, why not do it as a video? Because it's even quicker to access.
Yes.
So in the new year, we're going to be rolling out some video
Oh, love it.
pieces as well. So short and sweet.
Love it. And your book is out in the market already?
Yes, all my 5 books are in the market.
Ooh, 5 books.
Yes.
Wow. Amazing. Well done. They said
Thank
you
you.
shouldn't write. You have 5 to your name.
I gave them a reason why I should keep writing.
Yes. And at which bookstores or
Okay,
people
I'm
access
still on
you?
Amazon,
Okay.
but then most of my books locally, you'll just have to access me or a couple of
So
people
what
around.
number?
My phone number is 0729 93 15 32 plus 254 for those abroad, 729 93 15 32. Or you can follow me on social media at Prince Reinhard Atela, at Prince Reinhard Atela. We can connect and hook up.
Nice. Powerful. And Julie, tell us a bit about your work.
Oh yeah, we have monthly events, coffee. We meet in town, but you follow me for the venue. On Facebook, Julie Badhi. I'm also on YouTube, Julie Badhi still. Yes, and if my number is 0723 525 688.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Michelle, if people wanted to access you, how can they do it?
So on Facebook,
Oh, sorry. Dan.
on Facebook, the International Life Coach and the International Kids Life Coach. So you can find me on there.
Awesome.
Currently launched a program called Men Talk Africa.
Okay.
As we were discussing with Michelle, we are focused on empowering women and not empowering men to stay with empowered women. So we are working on mentoring boys into men, because we've seen that most people grow from being boys into fathers, but not boys into men. So that's why we have the disparity of fathers and their children. So follow us on Men Talk Africa on all social media platforms. We will teach you a lot of things on your sexuality as a man, masculinity, and how to just be the man in your family.
Amazing. You know, this topic is inexhaustible. There's just a lot. There's actually questions on what you've just talked about. I saw that, but you can always go to my Facebook page and answer them personally.
It's okay.
So that they also, you know, because I didn't ask everything. So just feel free to go in there and just give them wisdom. But I thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you very much.
We definitely will do this again soon.
Yeah.
Still the same topic, because there's angles and angles of it. I appreciate your time very much.
Thank you very
Okay.
much.
And yours as well for watching. Thank you so much. Find me on Facebook as Catherine Mwangi, or YouTube as well. And on Twitter and Instagram at Kath Mwangi. We thank you for joining us. Tomorrow, same time, Artistic Tuesday, so we get to enjoy what's happening in the world of arts. In Kenya, of course, we're here to support our young people and what they're doing. Have a blessed week.